then walk through the gate. You'll want to follow me. You can see here we built a teleport map. So if folks don't want to walk, fly, run to their destination, they can teleport there from the teleport map. And I'm going to take a right over here, and I'm going to go over to our first building, which is the classroom and meeting center.
The teleport map.
Now, the classroom and meeting center was originally designed as a conference center. And what we found, and for those of you who will be involved in building, was you'll notice this building has 2 floors, and we were hoping in making it the conference center that it would house a lot of multimedia and video parcels. If you're building any building, it's going to be a building that houses a lot of different media. You have to always remember that media is specific to a parcel. So when you separate out a parcel that you want to put media on, i.e. video or audio, everything from the ground up will be a slave to that particular parcel's media, i.e. so anything with multiple floors where you want to have media on the bottom floor, the top floor is going to end up being a slave to that media. So in your development, always remember, for buildings that are going to house lots and lots of media, go with 1 floor and have the building be a really big 1-floored building. And then you can cut parcels and people can walk in and out of parcels and see different videos, hear different audio. So that was one of our first mistakes. We built a building with 2 floors and some kind of breakout spaces there up in the loft, and we realized, oh boy, this is kind of going to be weird with video. So we decided to make it more of a classroom center, and we built a new building that houses conferences and some standalone asynchronous learning objects. So if you look at this, each one of these classrooms up here on the top floor, and then those spaces over to the side, they can house their own media, and they house different numbers of students, from the smaller breakout spaces to, if you go downstairs, much larger classrooms, and those get used much more than these spaces up here. But they are available, so we could technically in this building have 1, 2, 3, 4. We could have 6 classes going on at the same time. 2 big, 2 medium, and 2 small classes going on at once. We've never had that, and quite frankly, that would probably, at the moment, be a bit of a problem. If you get anywhere up to 60 to 80 avatars on one island at the same time, you begin to notice serious lag, and even worse yet, we've crashed the sim before. So it's great that Second Life is growing at the rate it's growing right now, but we really don't want it to grow too fast, because the second we have hundreds of people wanting to be in our island at the same time, our island is going to crash consistently. So, that's something we consistently keep pressure on Linden Labs about, is the scalability, because for us to scale our business, it means they have to scale their technology better. So we take a walk downstairs, and it's important to mention too, you notice like on the outside of these buildings, we built them all, quote, in the spirit of our real world campus. So the architecture on the outside, many of the buildings are based very closely on buildings on campus. The insides are all completely different, and you have to take into account the unique usability factors in Second Life. The camera's a little bit clumsy. The camera being, how you see the world, how it reacts when you go around corners. Anybody who's been in Second Life in a really tight hallway and tried to go around the corner knows what I'm talking about. Your eyes can end up inside the wall, so you need to take that into account. Flying is also something you need to take into account in Second Life. Doors are another consideration. Doors in Second Life are just an additional click, and nobody wants a door in front of them. So if you do make a door, make it a door that you can walk straight through, or one that opens by itself. Other items.
Do you mind me asking what kind of classes you've held in here so far?
The last class that was held in the space I'm standing right now, last week we had an outside Six Sigma consultant, an intro to Six Sigma. We've had English classes held in here, although our English professor prefers to hold classes outdoors. He usually uses the amphitheater that I'll show you in a bit. Our engineering, we have a couple engineering courses. They use the engineering building. Business courses have been held in this space. And then you periodically just get people, just kind of meeting impromptu and using this space to meet that aren't even affiliated with a class or even with Ohio University.